Hey water signs, welcome back to my channel. This is Jen with Lighthouse Oracle, bringing you the energy forecast for the upcoming week. This is for all the way until the 14th, which is Valentine's Day. Wow, look at that. So if you come across this reading anytime during the week, there may be a message for you. This is for all of my water signs, sun, moon, or rising, whether you are a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. So we're going to start with the tarot cards to give me an idea of what the incoming energy is going to look like, and then we're going to go into oracle cards for additional messages and advice. So let me put this to the side. If you noticed, I had a little new setup. This is so coincidental. I didn't realize Valentine's Day was like so close. I mean it is, but I bought these new flowers today, so I was like, perfect timing. It's so cute, right? So let's take a look at the energy, incoming energy for water signs. What does it look like? What is the, ooh, wow. So much energy. Oh, look at that. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Ooh, interesting. We have a little pairing here, so okay, I see you. Is there anything else? It's rather interesting because there's a king and a queen here. So maybe if there's a of course the genders don't really matter so much. It's more of the energy. You can be like a female king of swords, or like a male queen of cups. It's more like masculine and feminine energy. Which one is more dominant? As we all have a bit of both. So if you have somebody on your mind that is a I like literally spaced out. There's Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Then yeah, maybe that's a sign for you. Oh, and that one. Okay. Whoa. Spicy. Okay. I'm gonna take these because they fell out. But that's it. So we have the Nine of Cups. We have the King of Swords, the Queen of Swords. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So there may be a little spicy spice. The Eight of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Wands, and the Messenger of Earth, which I believe is I always forget. I think this is the Queen. I mean, the Knight. Yeah, the Knight. Okay, this is the Knight of Pentacles because pages are actually pages, so, you know. So, incoming energies. And of course, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and get rid of what does not. But I'm seeing a lot of very influential energies coming in, especially with this Hierophant here. There could be a commitment coming of some sort. Of course, it's, the season of love and the season of, Valentine's Day approaching. So there may be someone here that's wanting more of a commitment because the Hierophant represents traditions. It represents kind of like traditional promises. And so, commitment's one of them, like marriage, things like that kind of tying the knot, so to speak. I do see the Nine of Cups being here is a very good sign. Nine of Cups is very self-fulfilling, almost like wishes come true. But there could be a little bit of I see especially with the Seven of Fire, which is the Seven of Wands here, there is sort of a competitive nature about this spread here with a king and two queens. So whether Queen of Cups, right? Queen of Water. So maybe if you're the Queen of Water, you have a decision to make between an earth sign and an air sign. And maybe these folks are coming in to give you this, traditional gift of commitment. The Eight of Pentacles often represents hard work, kind of like mastering a craft. The Knight, I'm so sorry. We're still in retrograde and my mind is kind of still a little loopy, so my words are not connecting well with my thoughts. But the Knight, see, I keep wanting to say page, but the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Earth, the Knight of Pentacles is a very slow moving energy. So I'm kind of getting from here is like You're like really busy working on yourself this week. And I feel like it's in preparation for this incoming energy of like this kind of love triangle, so to speak, or not. It may not even be like a love triangle. It could even just be in between like three separate kind of entities. It could be like more, especially with the Queen of Earth. The Queen of Earth is representing of like material things, more like tangible, like abundance, material abundance. The King of Air is the King of Swords, so it represents intellect, thought, communication, very straightforward. This could be really like you building up like more of this kind of energy, and also attracting this kind of energy because you're working really hard on your self-abundance and your self-fulfillment, your self-emotional fulfillment. So, and I feel like there also may be a test to your commitment and your traditional ties here with this Hierophant too. The Hierophant is also ruled by Taurus, so there may be a Taurus. I mean, Queen of Pentacles here too. The Knight of Earth also, to me, it might also represent like coming after the Seven of Wands. It kind of gives me like, ooh, you want a Queen of Pentacles, you want a king or a queen, but there may be like a knight here that's like coming in, that's like a very slow moving, but still like very practical and stable kind of an energy here. Ooh, so very interesting. And what I'm also seeing here too is like the queens are all facing this way, so I have like this kind of, I have this feeling of like kind of like looking towards this direction of like hard work and things like that, and I feel like that's maybe what's more at the forefront of your mind, working harder, mastering your craft. You know, there is like a music instrument here. It could be a cello or a violin. So maybe there's a lot of music that has like some inspiration or messages this week. Yeah, see, if you look at the table, like the Hierophant's table, there's like 2 rings here. There's like a feather here. There's like a chalice, which is like a cup, which reminds me of like the Queen of Cups, or like, you know, an emotional fulfilled cup. And also this like perfume bottle. This also could be like a potion bottle, and this candle here, and this gives me like the Ace of Wands kind of energy, very like a single lit candle, very like traditional commitment type things. Like the chalice is like Ace of Cups, an offer or some sort. So those all could be what's coming up for you, water signs. That's awesome. I mean, yeah, there may be something that you have to like keep a boundary towards, or like protect yourself against, like certain competition. There may be like all of these energies coming in at once, so maybe like there's a need for discernment, because you've worked really hard to get to this place of self-fulfillment, of self-abundance, of self-love, and you're still working hard. I guess that's what I'm getting from these like 2 queens here, looking at this direction. They're like looking at all the hard work they've put in so far, and I feel like you don't want to jeopardize that with just like any old like knight. You know, knight energy. You want a king, you want a queen, you got like that crown energy. So let's look into your oracle cards and see what the advice Spirit has for you for this incoming week. What is Spirit's advice for the incoming week? And afterwards, we'll go into some charms as well. What is the advice Spirit has for water signs for this incoming week? So a lot of things going on this week. I mean, it looks generally really positive. There is just a need for like watch out for like red flags type of thing. Like make sure like, you know, like the King of Air, especially with the King of Air right above it too. Like I'm kind of noticing that layout. I mean, my table's kind of small, so yeah, there's really nothing after this. Like, there's only like this much space to the edge of the table. So, but I feel like because the King of Swords is a very like clear cut, very like sees straight through the bullshit, kind of like a lot of mental clarity. And so when it comes to like this kind of competitive nature, this It's kind of like looking, because there's like this unicorn here, and it's kind of like, is this unicorn like, I'm getting that song. Is this the real life or is this just fantasy? Yeah, like Bohemian Rhapsody. All up. Wow, there's like a stack here, but we're gonna take it because, you know, why not? I thought it was just like one or two, but that was a stack. So we have a fiery climax approaches, full moon in Aries. The only fire energy is this Seven of Fire. So maybe there's like this connection with this climax, and this climax is like it's like definitely like a fiery energy of this competition, and go watch out for that. Maybe it's just something spicy, some like hot tea or something, I don't know. We also have don't let your past hold you back. Yeah, when I'm getting all this, like, you may have worked really hard to get here and you don't want anyone like ruining the hard work you put into your self-fulfillment, and that's amazing, that's great, right? But also, I've always said, like, boundaries not barriers. So allowing things to come towards you, but also filtering out like what does align with you and what doesn't, that's like boundaries not barriers. Walls are just keeping everything out. Boundaries is like, okay, yeah, this is a red flag, and that's what I'm kind of getting with this Seven of Wands, is like not allowing just like any old like thing to come in, but also not allowing the past or like past hurts or past regrets to hold you back from like a potentially really beautiful future. I mean, commitment, hello. Also, it says, what do you need to release? Oh, so I have like these little tissue hearts that I cut out, Valentine's Day, but one fell. But it says, what do you need to release? And I feel like it could be like a mindset. I actually kind of want to put this, I'm gonna put her down here. I'm just like moving all of this. It don't feel right. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put this here. I just wanted to make it even. I don't know why I'm just messing with this now, and I'm so sorry, but that's kind of bothering me, so. Okay, so we have that, we have this one. We have what do you need to release? Is it an idea? Is it a fantasy that you've had about a certain situation? Is it kind of like a constant overthinking? Is that what's holding you back? Things like that. And it definitely goes in line with this, don't let your past hold you back. Is it like, oh, I've been burned so many times, I'm not doing this ever again. I've worked so hard to fill my own cup. I don't need anyone else to do it for me. Kind of like an ultra independence. And then we have luck is on your side. That's so cute. Look, moving forward, just direction. And then win-win outcome is forecast. So that's quite amazing. I'll put that right there. See? Isn't that beautiful? Like, it's like all this like fiery passion and all of these like court cards coming in. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So let's, I mean, you might get yourself a date, or you might get yourself like several like offers for a date. Just be discerning on which one, but don't like block all of them out, Feel it out. Maybe go on those dates and then see which one, the Bachelor style, right? Like hand the rose to whoever like connect with and vibe with, and the one that like picks their nose during dinner, like, no, they don't get a call back. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, granted, we're in a pandemic, so dating is a little difficult, but not impossible, You can have like COVID dates, so. Okay, what's final message? So this is the Wild Offering Oracle cards. Oh, and by the way, all of the decks that I use in my readings can be found in the description box down below. But let's see what final message or advice. Ooh, there we go. Work. There we go. It's time to put in some more work. Maybe work into this commitment. Maybe it's a test for your, okay, let's read this first. So this says, I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. So that's a really beautiful message there. I mean, if you want to take a picture. But what I'm also kind of getting when I saw this like front was, don't allow energy, like while it says, may all who need me find me, and I feel like there's all these like knights, all these like different potential people that are coming to find you, but simultaneously, right, keeping your boundaries up, you know, releasing the need to fix everyone, releasing, you know, the need to feel like you have to work so hard to make like a certain situation work. But at the same time, right, if it's definitely worth your while, if it's definitely like something that is like feeds your soul and it makes you feel good, and then yeah, like put some work into it, put some effort into it, right? And this may also go with like a commitment of some sort. Maybe you're into a new relationship, maybe you're in a new job, maybe you're in a new working relationship. It's like relationships take work, regardless of what kind. It could be platonic, it could be love, it could be family, it could be career. They all require work. But to what degree that of effort you're putting into that work, that's where kind of like, you know, releasing the need to get something in return, releasing the need to, you know, have it all figured out right now, or, you know, that's kind of just, and that also comes from the work you do for yourself. This Nine of Cups, the self-fulfillment card, that didn't come out of nowhere, man. These jewels did not just, I mean, maybe they popped out of nowhere. In that case, you lucky bee. But I feel like, you know, especially with this Eight of Pentacles, it's like you work so hard to get to this place of like of stability, of, you know, mental clarity, of like feeling. And maybe this isn't even a person. This is like, could all be your own energy, right? The Queen of Cups is a very nurturing, like emotionally, like intelligent, very like compassionate person. The Queen of Pentacles, she's got her bag. She's like that, like, she's that boss queen that, you know, like she works so her ass off to get to where she is now. She's got like that nice apartment overlooking the city. You know, like she's got like a lot of TikTok followers. She's got a lot of Instagram followers. That queen. And I feel like, you know, you work so hard to get to this kind of place mentally that it took a lot of work. And so I feel like too that it may cause you to feel defensive when someone comes to judge your character or judge your commitment to this work you're doing. So there's like several messages I'm getting. So again, like, please take it where it resonates. This could be like a relationship coming in, but this could also be in regards to your own work that you've put into yourself. So that's beautiful. I love that. Congratulations. Yeah. Your hard work's paying off. I just gotta say that for sure. Like, this is really good energy, but protect your hard work, but boundaries, not barriers. It's like a fine line that I'm talking about. It's like a weird toss up between like, yeah, allowing people to like come in and like woo you and zine you, but also like if they're like being rude to the waiters, then you gotta kick them out, you know? But also if someone's coming in and is just like there to, you know, leech off of your success, you know, that's also like a red flag, right? You gotta like work together, and finding out these things takes work. Working on yourself to realize what is and what isn't for you, right? So yeah, I'm gonna go, let's get into your charms. I'm going to use the diagram again. And this time, okay, since this is the week of Valentine's Day, we're gonna get some letters too, you know? Let's have some fun with this. Maybe, I'm sorry if you can see my mug, but okay, we're gonna dive into the charms first, and then we're gonna get into my little letter bag. There may be letters in here too. I also picked up a couple new charms. So what is the incoming energy for water signs for this week? Do tell. Ooh, quite a few. So I'm gonna put this right here. Okay, so couple of numbers. These could also be ages of people. Look at that, like 3 different numbers, and there's like 3 different, okay, that's cute. So we have an M here with the starfish. I have an oracle deck where the starfish talks about a safe passage. So maybe there's a person with the letter M in your family. Maybe you're trying to make a family. So, or maybe there's someone with the letter M that's in your family that you're worried about, and I feel like it's like this is Spirit's way of saying they're safe. Also a lot of like oceanic, so maybe something to do with like the beach, or like a, yeah, because see there's a shell here, and in this love little section, I feel like maybe it's like coming out of your shell in regards to love. Yeah, there's a number 31, 32 in this friends. Maybe you're meeting a new friend. 32 days, or putting together 3 plus 2 is 5. So 5, it resembles change for me. So maybe there's a change in your friends, maybe friends to benefits. I don't know. And number 31, which reduces to 4, and being in the money section, it could be like stability in regards to money. We have the number 27, which put together is 9, which is all about the self. This 9 of cups, right? The self, especially with this being in the self thing, that's amazing. Also, see, okay, this little charm is a letter U. Yeah, it's the letter U. It's a lowercase. I mean, it could be an N too, I guess, if you want to say it that way. But I definitely see this more as a U. And especially with this being in the self, I feel like maybe this week is all about you too. If you don't have like a partner, if you don't have anybody in mind, and that's totally fine, you know? Do you, boo-boo. Like, take yourself out on this date. You worked so hard to get here, you deserve a break. You deserve like an additional flower. Do you want like, you know, a bouquet? Send yourself a fruit basket. You deserve it. Okay, and then we have the letter M here. So there's that. In the travels, maybe you're traveling somewhere that has a letter M. I mean, look at this family. Maybe you're going to see a family member that has a letter M. Or maybe you're gonna get married. Or you're traveling to make that family with the letter M. And then there's this little circle here that reminds me of like the Fool. It also reminds me of like cycles or like a ring. This could also be a ring. So traveling to get hitched. I'm just kidding. I'm just like in that Valentine's week vibe, so excuse me. But we also have the star here, and the star reminds me of like the star card in tarot, the major arcana, which resembles renewal and hope. And also like the stars are aligning. I know we're still in a pandemic, so it might be very difficult to travel, but maybe the stars will be in your favor. Maybe someone's traveling to you, you know? And especially with this, like, I'm kind of seeing like this O and the star here, and it's kind of giving me like, I know it's not an X, but I don't know. I'm just seeing like XO, so kisses and hugs. And then we have a little key here and an owl, which to me, it resembles like wisdom, seeing things from a new perspective. And especially at this being in this work area, looking at a different perspective in regards to the work. What is work, right? Work is, ooh, I'm so sorry. Work can be, you know, working on yourself, work as in career, working on a relationship. It could be work in regards to like healing or, you know, a workout. And so I feel like there's a key here that's like unlocking an area in regards to work. Maybe you'll find someone that you want to, that's an M name that's like that you find at work. There's a little carrot here. Look how cute that is. And a little leaf like above it, it looks like a little green heart, which I feel like I'm getting kind of like a harvest here, like very, I don't know why, like Bugs Bunny came to my mind. Like, what's up, Doc? Also, carrots are like, because don't they grow underground? So maybe there's something that's working at work right now that you're unlocking that has been kind of like, it's been bearing its, I don't want to say fruit or its root, and it's getting ready to harvest. That's awesome. So yeah, that's what I have for your charms. Zoom that in really quick. That's beautiful. I love that. And we're gonna grab some letters. Let's see what letters are for my water signs. I'm just gonna throw it on the right here. Okay, not very many. So we have, this could be initials, this could be a place. So there's a letter N, there's a letter R, there is a letter S, and then finally a letter V. So not very any vowels here, except this one, if you want to count that as an O. Maybe you're saying no to something, or No, or maybe there's options, you know? So yeah, this is what I have for you, water signs. Thank you. Yeah, and this is where I'm gonna end the reading. Thank you so much for watching all the way through. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel if this reading resonated with you. Let me know in the comments what you think. Does any part of this resonate with you? I'd love to hear all about it. And I'm considering pausing the energy check-ins for this week. I do want to do a couple more like pick a card style, especially with Valentine's Day around the corner. Maybe do some love readings, I don't know. But yeah, so stay tuned. We'll see what happens. And I will see you all in another reading, okay? Take care, water signs. Bye.